All right. Welcome everybody to our first episode here with Niagara Generate. Thanks to Gorillas Inc. We have a special show today. We have a special guest that we will be bringing in to talk to you and elaborate on what just occurred most recently. What happened was we had a city council debate that was one for the ages. I must tell you, I've never seen a debate like this, and if you have, let me know. Chime in at any point. We have the mayor's brother, Mr. John Restaino, as our special guest. Okay. We also have our lovely co-host, Amanda Malone, with us today also. And we are going to dive into a few subjects. We are going to dive right on into some pop culture after we talk to Mr. John Restaino on this epic situation that just recently occurred. And then we're going to talk about how you can make money from your phone today. So I thank you all. I thank you all for chiming in, and look forward for you to sit back and enjoy the show. I'm actually going to bring in Mr. John Restaino so we can talk about what's going on and what's been happening.
But we know what would be great is if right now, tonight, we could know what the other five candidates think about STRs. And hold on, I'm going to ask. And there's the answer, nothing, because they're not here with us. So that's unfortunate. But Jim, yeah, I know, but they're not here, and they should be answering these questions. You're being put on the, you're getting good questions from our voters. And that's why tonight I think, Jim, was a great night, because you cared about the voter.
Great to see you. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you and Amanda. I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
Hey, Amanda.
Amanda, how you doing? How's everything?
How are you guys doing?
Oh,
I'm amazing. I'm happy to be here.
Oh man, we are definitely happy to have you
Sure
on the
are.
show.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be here to be the first guest on a show that is right now, growing at leaps and bounds on people that are following it.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Never seen so many people like this.
Man, it's because of you, John.
Yeah, it's because of It's Wade. It's Gorillas Inc.
Yeah, it's Gorillas Inc.
It's
man.
Gorillas Inc.
You know what's going on.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it's amazing. You guys are growing faster than shows that have been on, so this is good, and I'm proud to be here. So, yeah, I'm here.
John, I had to pull you. I had to chase you down because I wanted to know what the heck has been going on. I mean, I know that you talked about you wanted to get into basically the debate on what's happening on. Basically, people have been asking pretty softball questions,
right?
Tossing softballs at the candidates. And I know that you wanted to get down to the nitty gritty with these candidates, and you put together an impressive platform. I mean, listen, when I seen it, I was extremely impressed. I mean, I'm not just saying that just because you're my dear beloved friend and brother. I'm not just saying that. You really did your thing. Thanks. And it was very, very impressive, and I just want to know what happened between, first of all, can we just start from the beginning?
Yes.
From the origins.
Sure.
What happened between yourself and the Republican city chairman, Mr. Bill Carroll?
Well, first off, we were, they had been doing a couple debates with the block clubs, and they were online. They were virtual. They weren't any good. They looked horrible. They were bad. I said to Wade, let's do this, make it look world-class stuff. So I was watching debates from, I'll tell you, I was from Cleveland, Ohio to Palo Alto, California, just to see how they're supposed to look.
Yes.
Wade was great. Made it look like no other.
Yes.
So on August 12th, I sent out a message, which I have all the screenshots for that. At some point, I'll bring them out. To the GOP chairman, Carroll, to Borgatti, the Niagara County Democrat chairman.
Wow.
I didn't get it to Danielle De Palma because I really had no way to reach out to her. When I did one time, I got no response, so I thought, okay, maybe she, don't know who I am, whatever. So then I send it.
If you could, I want to talk. I want to talk about De Palma in a little while. But
okay.
right now, I just want to.
Carol.
I want to know about what's happening with Carol.
I sent him. He gets that on the 12th, on August 12th. Okay. Everything seems fine. He then we started chatting a little bit about different things. Around the 14th or 15th, I bet it was. He asked me, "Hey, does any of my people, meaning Republicans, sign on?" I said, "Yes, they did." Okay, everything's fine. And Democrats start, and before I know it, by August 20th, 5 out of 6 are in. Okay. Happy to do it. They've all been on the show. They've had a good time here. They've all been interviewed. So, okay, August 20th comes.
5 out of 6 agreed.
5 out of 6 agreed.
Let's be clear. 5 out of 6 candidates out of 6 agreed and committed to John Restaino to come onto his debate platform, correct?
Yes.
And why wasn't it all 6? What
happened? One of them was David Zajac. He never said no or yes, but I think he would have. Because it's funny. He was interviewed on my show. Actually, it was the week of the debate. Okay. He was here, and when I had him on the screen and we're talking, I said at the end to him, I said, "Hey, I have this debate coming up. You're free to come." And I didn't pressure him. I said, "You can come on if you want. There's a spot for you." Gotcha. That was it. Never heard a word.
Understand.
So the 20th. Oh, go ahead, Amanda.
Sorry. So what I'm understanding is that you had good relationships with everybody that was supposed to be on this panel. So why do you think that only 1 out of the 6 of them even showed up? What do you think happened between when you first sent your invitation and yesterday?
What happened was, this is unbelievable. August 20th, me and Gorillas Inc., we start promoting it everywhere because we got 5 out of 6. We're good.
Yes, right.
Wait, now there's nothing said. We keep promoting. Probably about 10 days around the 17th, it starts.
Did you put out any revenue for this, for promotions?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, we did. Advertising commitments, things like that. So we then, it's all, now I'm fast forwarding because we have to, because nothing goes on in the middle. So September 17th, having a decent relationship with Bill, Carol. I mean, we're not friends, but online, sometimes we talk about the stock market, things like that, nothing special. Mm-hmm. Borgatti, I had a decent relationship with, I thought, used to talk to me, called me several times. I talked to him several times, So, 17th comes, 10 days away. I don't think they thought I was serious. Okay. Everyone's committed now except the one. And all of a sudden, here we go. Bill gets in touch with me, starts asking for the questions to the debate. I say, well, no, I'm not going to give you the questions. That's not right. That's not how you do a debate. But I'll give you all the categories. Right. So then he comes up with this thing where he starts saying, you know what? That's it. No more podcasts for any of the candidates. I'm talking both sides.
Got it.
And he tells me I got to do a request for him.
So he's speaking on behalf of the Democrats also?
Yeah, they were combined. They were combined. Because even De Palma put her name to it.
Got it.
But he was doing all the talking.
Got it.
So then I even played along, and I sent in the thing to him with all the categories, exactly how this was going to go. Everything, like 90 seconds here, 90-minute show, breaking it down. Wasn't good enough. So then, as we're going forward, I have to tell him, give me a call. Bill, call me, because we can't do this no more like this. He calls me and tells me, it's not happening. You're not having a debate. I said, I am. I said, because I own Gorillas Inc. with Wade. We're co-owners. And unless you're paying the rent and the lights, and all that, you can't tell me what to do here. Yeah. And your candidates had committed.
Yes, they committed.
Well, one by one, the commitments start falling off. People start saying, I need to go door to door. I have to go door to door to go meet the people. Well, as we know, it's 7 o'clock at night. It's dark. You're not going door to door. Usually you're doing phone banks.
Right.
So now we brought them, and it's still growing. 1,700 people watched that debate and going. And it was door to door. Then after...
Amanda, do you hear this? He had 1,700 people in one shot. And, I don't think
they're going door to door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're doing 1,700 doors in... What, in an hour span you did that? I mean,
you
connected
and
with
it's
the
dark
people?
out. Yeah. We started from 7 to 8. And so door to door comes up. That was, obviously we debunked that because that's a joke. Not door to. What are you talking about? So then you go on to this. Now it becomes a personal attack.
Okay.
So now it's, this one can't work with Wade. Wade's a problem. You guys are going to ambush us. So then I say to the people, candidates and Carol, look at my shows. We have never ever ambushed anyone, ever. Yes. And we just did 5 interviews with them.
Yes.
And they all had a good time, and everyone was happy about it when they left.
So the interviews that you did, because you just mentioned that you did 5 interviews.
Actually, I'm sorry, I did 6.
6 interviews with
all 6 of the candidates.
The said candidates?
Yep.
That's actually running for Niagara Falls City Council
Absolutely.
Right now?
Yeah, we got it all. We got all the tapes.
So you had them in here before?
Yep.
Spoke to them?
Oh, and we had a great time.
Never ambushed them on no type of level?
Man, it's all professional. There's no ambushing. I told you, remember when you were a guest on that show?
Yes.
And I said, when you come on my show, Citizens United, it's like you're coming into my house. I want to treat you right. There's no way. I'm not bringing you to ambush or to fight me.
Yes.
I'm certainly not here to debate you because it's your story. It's your thing. You're running. Let the people know. So, all right. So now it becomes personal. They did a deep dive on me. They went into my social media. Can you believe it? They went back to pull out things that showed where I was anti-party.
When you say they, who are you?
I believe it had to be the parties. I'm not exactly sure, but the candidates showed me. I was shown this by a candidate.
Got it.
So, but social media back. Now, all that stuff I said, I agree. Because at one point, I did say early on, maybe last year, 5 had only committed to running. I said, I'm not voting for any one of these. I would never.
So they went back.
I said, I'll never vote for these people. I don't care what they do. And then they told me about it. I said, yeah, I stand by that. And it's even worse now. But anyhow, I stand by my words.
So what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
You wanted to give the people. It's not about you and your personal opinion. Isn't it about the people?
So it's supposed to be. So then we go, that starts. Okay, personal attacks. Next thing I know, one by one. Not coming. I'm not coming. I can't. And it was all the excuse in the book. I have it all. So then one of the candidates, who I won't mention right now, told me they were torn on this and were very upset.
Okay.
And, felt bullied, felt pressured, very heavy pressure. Now, I'm guessing that wasn't just her. There was a lot of pressure put on people not to come here. And I heard about it. And I even received screenshots that people that were in messages that I wasn't showing me this. I'll be revealing all of it. And then different conversations from different people. People that are involved telling me stuff.
Yes.
Anybody but me. Anybody but Wade. That's it. Not us. So, all right. So here we go. They didn't come. But that's okay because Jim Perry said I'm coming.
Yes.
But if Jim Perry didn't come,
I like Bill. Hey, you listen, Amanda. You remember listening, right?
Yeah, he was the only one there.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
He did a great job. I was impressed.
Well,
I was thoroughly impressed.
Well, the thing is, then me and Wade decided, even if no one comes, we're doing this. We set up a nice set. Yes. We got it set up. Right. I think it's world class how we did this. Yes. And we're doing it.
First time ever. I think y'all innovators on this. I've never seen that style of a debate.
Well, now everyone's trying to.
But let me ask you, can I ask you and Wade something real quick? Now I hear that there's about 4 debates that's supposed to be arising. Something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Did this happen after
they announced
Inc. came out with a debate platform?
They announced a debate the same day our debate was.
Oh, that's right. On the day of September 27th at 4:00 in the afternoon, they put out a press release saying we're going to have a debate at Niagara Falls High School. The only true debate is how they put it in the Buffalo News. And it came out online because then I told Jim Perry about that, and he was like, oh, my gosh, I'm shocked. It's the first I'm hearing of it. So they waited and did it at the time to think it would matter, but it didn't matter, right?
They don't know what's happening. We're going to see them there. We'll be outside.
Oh, yeah, we're going to broadcast them outside
that night. Yeah.
Yes. And then, so here we are. Jim Perry does a great job. Robin's taking questions from the audience.
Yes.
5, 6 questions. That's great. That's what I'm talking. You don't get that going door to door.
Yes.
Everything. I had an email question for Jim and for the other candidates who weren't there. So to me, I said it on the show that night. The message to the voters was you're not that important because I'm not here. 1,700 voters. Now, sure, there's some from not all in Niagara Falls, but a good chunk of people.
I didn't know Jim Perry before this debate. And listen, I will vote for Jim Perry. I mean, I didn't know him before this, but he won me over in this debate. I must say that, and I'm not just saying that to just say it.
Yeah, no.
So he does have my vote.
He had a commitment. He stuck with it, and he came. And we didn't. But he's been on our show before because he was interviewed. This is the nutty thing about all of this. We didn't interview one candidate because he had an engagement somewhere, so we couldn't get it fitted in.
Okay.
But all the other 5 left here happy, sent me very nice messages saying, "Great job, you did it." All that. There was no issues.
So this is what basically
So
leads you to the opinion that there might have been some type of collusion going on between the Democratic hierarchy as well as the Republican.
There's no other way to look at it. Yeah. How else can you? Because it makes no sense. They sent out I'll be showing it. They sent me a dual letter, a thing, and they both signed it, telling me no, there's going to be no
so
debate.
They had a joint. I didn't even know that. Know that, John.
I'll be showing it. Then on. Me and Wade go on a show. We go on a show that Tom Christie's doing called The Civics Project. Great show. We go on there to talk about how do you set up these debates? How you doing it? So we do that. Right after the show, I got this. I'll be showing everybody. Tom receives a message from Danielle De Palma saying that I'm lying. There is no debate. Mr. Ristino, actually, I didn't put Mr. Ristino is lying. There is no debate. And here's where I got mad. She said, and I told him before they ever started promoting. So that's not true. I promoted it on August 20th.
I would love to. I want to dive into Miss Danielle De Palma.
Okay.
So Miss Danielle De Palma is the Democratic chairwoman.
Yes.
For the
Niagara
city,
Falls.
for Niagara Falls, city of Niagara Falls. And how is it that she have this much power over said candidates coming in to where she can dictate where they are to go and where they're not to go? How does that happen?
That's a great question. I do think though it was just simply a they just what it was. As we know, they work together in everything they do. Democrats and Republicans. It's really hard to find a line of anything that's really separating them. So anyways, then it comes into, you got to remember, I get involved in a lot of stuff. And I have my whole time. What's going on. My brother's the mayor, contentious between me and him. Other, I can't even name them all. The things that have gone on through the years. When I worked at WJJL, Senator Maziarz, all kinds of things have gone on. And so they decided at that point, enough's enough. They're not, I'm not worthy. I was called uncredible. I was called not credible. So we just end up, go ahead, Wade.
And how they spoke to you just pissed me off. How Danielle De Palma spoke to you. That's the last word. We're not doing this. We're no more words. We're not. Don't even bring it up again. We're not doing. Lady, who do you think you are? You. If you're acting like that to the people that you're supposed to be showing the public, these are candidates running for Niagara Falls Council.
Yes.
So they should be shown to the public.
Right.
So if you're speaking like that to us, how are you speaking to them? Who you're with every day, showing no respect towards us.
Right.
And let me remind Ms. De Palma that she doesn't run Gorillas Inc. She has no say at Gorillas Inc. Me and John run Gorillas Inc., and we will do what we can to help create awareness in our communities. And that's exactly what we were doing. These are no, like John was saying, no gotcha questions, nothing like that. But we're not going to give you the questions ahead of time, just so you can prepare your candidate. And that was just an excuse as well, too. They just every excuse in the book.
Yeah.
After we debunked them saying they're going to go out, they have to go out and knock. Well, you're not going to get anybody in that hour. You're going to get almost 2,000 people in the first day or two watching with this. Okay. So. Basically, just excuse after excuse after excuse.
Even Bill Carroll even went as far as to say, I don't even think they get the views they're talking about. He made that statement.
They called me untrustworthy as well, and I've never met the guy.
Yeah, we got a problem. I mean, but we'll reveal everything because it's coming. I got it. I'm going to call it the anatomy of a internet debate because we're going to go like we did it here just now, August 20th. But then we got all of we got an electronic paper trail that is unbelievable. I'm actually thinking about suing. We've been thinking about it because they hurt us.
Yeah.
In a way, they definitely gave us a little shot. Yeah. But okay, they didn't hurt. You know what? I take that back. We're stronger than ever. They didn't hurt us. They didn't do nothing, but they were trying.
Right.
And political retaliation, harassment, all of it, retribution.
Are you seriously? You and Wade, are y'all seriously thinking about it?
We are absolutely serious. Dead serious. Yeah. Against them all, the whole thing, because what happened here is un-American in my mind, Canadian, North America, anything. Because I know my friend is in Toronto. I love Toronto too. The Maple Leafs. I've always loved the Leafs. Yeah, always. Yeah, it's since 1977 for sure when I was little. But what I'm saying is, it's just not right.
But
you don't do this.
I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Amanda.
Oops.
Amanda, we can.
So they have large platforms. If you guys can hear me, they have large platforms. They're reaching a lot of people. Okay, perfect. They have large platforms. They're reaching a lot of people. You understand what their message is, right? What now that the audience, their potential voters, listening to you and your side and what happened, knowing what you've done to ensure that everybody could attend the debate last night, what should voters be walking away with? Like, how should they now be thinking of the candidates that they were probably going to vote for?
That's a great question because in my opinion, it's hard to not, this again, look at me. I could easily start going off on some people. Not going to do it because I'm not going to call them out like that. But I would think they should, the voter should be thinking, geez, they're working for the party only. They don't care about me, the voter. They're only working for Democrats or Republicans. They're only working for, some of them get NFR donations. Come on. What about when they put pressure on them? What are they going to do? What are they going to do when the mayor puts pressure on him? He'll put pressure, and they are going to, and he will. And what are they going to do? Fold up? You're going to run away? Is someone going to have to call in sick? Are they going to say, I can't do it? Right. I mean, what are you going to do? Right. I mean, it's not the right way for this to have gone. The personal stuff was really disgusting because, I can't even tell you off the air. I'll tell you one of them. It's really so funny that I can't even believe what I heard. And we're in trouble because if these people that are running, this is how things are going to be, you have not even, you pulled the curtain back. All these years we've thought Democrats and Republicans are like this. Yes. And that they work for them, not for us. Yes. They just showed it. Well, listen, they just showed their hand.
I've had some experience with that and understanding that, really I've learned that. And you know what? I'm kind of glad that it's actually coming out because I have learned that the Democrats and the Republicans up top are definitely working together on certain things to, remove any type of, I'd say, threat, if that's a correct word to use. They're working together. Yeah, they're working together to actually, remove people and erase people. And and it's almost like they always working behind the scenes, and it's like they step back, like I don't know what you're talking about, like always. You're the crazy one, you know what I mean? Yes. And then they basically project that onto the public, and the public believes that that people are maybe a little bit crazy for what they're saying as far as them speaking the truth.
You're absolutely correct. In 2019, December 2019, Green Party, my party that no longer exists in New York State, we took Andrew Cuomo to court. This goes more than a local level. We took Andrew Cuomo to court because he tried to make a law without putting a bill in front of legislation. And the law stated that if the third party doesn't get almost 3 times the amount of votes as they've received in the previous elections, they're no longer a party in New York State. We took him to the state Supreme Court. We showed how it was unconstitutional. State Supreme Court agreed. They said it was unconstitutional. We beat Cuomo and them 9 committee members in New York State Supreme Court.
Look if y'all would,
check
what
out.
If you wouldn't have did
Yo, check
that.
out. It happened December 2019. 3 months later, we hit this COVID pandemic, right? New York State needs money.
Okay.
Cuomo puts that into the that law we just beat him out of,
Right.
into the New York State budget. And he made it, and he switched it to where it actually doesn't, not for the next governor vote, for the next presidential vote. Because we didn't receive enough third-party votes in the presidential campaign. No longer do we have the Green Party in New York State. No longer do we have the Libertarian Party in New York State or the Independence Party in New York State. We lost all 3 parties. There's only 4 parties now. The parties that survived, Democrat, Republican, Conservative, and Working Family. And the only parties that ran their own candidates were the ones that didn't make it. The Conservatives ran Trump. The Working Families ran Biden.
Okay.
So you stated it absolutely correct. If they see a threat, they're trying to destroy it all throughout our state.
Yes, I see. Yes.
You know what they do too, I see, is there's certain things they definitely agree upon and they show it, but then there's those little wedge issues they like to use to separate, you know what I mean, these crazy stuff to throw out there to make people still remember, hey, you're red and I'm blue. Yeah. But you know, it's messed up.
No, it's messed up. I mean, I totally get it. Want to go back into, they want to go and pull out things from the past, you know, which is relevant. You can pull it out, you know, they can pull that out, but it's just the tactics that they use. We talking about something right now, issues right now, and you want to pull out something from some years ago about what was said. I mean,
I guarantee you, I will be already have been. We'll be painted as though we're some kind of lunatics. You know, look what we're doing here. Look what's going on. The denial. You know, whatever. I'm. We got more people coming, okay? We got more candidates. North Tonawanda mayoral candidates coming on. Bob Pecoraro, he'll be with us on the 25th. County judge candidate Mike Benedict will be here on the 11th. Okay. So we keep getting people because they're crazy not to come because there is no one that'll have 2,000 viewers because it just happens that way here. And you know, after that, like I said, with less than 24 hours, they had 1,200 eyes on them. So on Jim Perry.
Right. I thought I saw 1,300.
Yeah, we're up to about 16 now.
Right now. Yeah, right.
Yep.
See? I mean, and one thing I do like about you, John, you know, you call it like the way it is. That's one thing that I've noticed about you since I've known you. And you know, even if your own brother, who is the actual mayor of Niagara Falls right now, you know, when he's done something you felt like that was not too right for the people, you let him know about it, and you let the people know about it.
Right.
But if he's done something that was actually good,
it's got to be said. Yes.
You actually said you didn't have any bias on that. So one thing, all right, maybe you've done it, you know, multiple times, and so I've heard that you have gave, you know, your brother credit at certain points. But my first time hearing you was on the debate. Right. You gave him big credit. And rightfully so, for you know his swift response that he's used for the actual crimes that has been going on.
Yeah, and I gave him a hard time about it on my show because I saw him in a room with about 4 other people, and I'm like, what are these guys going to do? And I'm thinking, but they did something. I give them credit. It worked. They're still doing it, and we're in a situation in Niagara Falls, New York, that is It's an emergency situation. We got to, we need help, and he did a great job. I will say that he did, and why not? Because it was good.
Yeah, it was. Yes,
that's the funny thing, though, and that's why when people like Bill Carroll and them try to paint me as anything else, like I'm going to ambush people. I've heard the word ambush more in my life now than I ever have. That I was going to ambush everyone, and it's not true. It's not what I'm here for. I've never wanted to be here for that. So Heath,
So what do you say to people who basically say, they don't trust you for whatever reason as far as the candidates is concerned? Yeah. What do you say to that? Like, how do you feel about that?
It's hurtful. Makes me. It does get me because I know what I am. What I would like them to do is go back and watch some shows. Just watch how I treated every candidate. How I treated every candidate from, Mike Benedict, all of them. They come in here and Gorillas Inc. treats them like they're a guest in your house, and that's the way it's supposed to be. It's for the people. I don't debate them. It's for the people to figure it out.
Yes.
I'm not here to bring you on and ask you something. All right, what about development downtown? You say what you want to say. I'm not going to, if I disagree, why? I'm not here for that. I'm here for the voter, the people.
Right.
And they just, my brother's situation, as you know, I'm not getting into it. People have a, they got, the Gazette did a good number on me back in 2000, honestly, back in 2008, 19.
Okay.
Headlines were kind of messed up. Things that they said should have been retracted, and I should have been a chance to speak on them, but I didn't. And, I couldn't. I wasn't allowed. I asked. But you know what I mean. So I say to them, go back and watch my shows. Go look and wake up. This is not only the future, it's the now. We have to, there's COVID, there's all this, but not only COVID. Why wouldn't you rather sit home and watch that debate that we had, an honest, true debate that you know could be on it because no one else got the questions, instead of go out to Niagara Falls High School in the middle of the night? I mean, why would you want to go there? And listen to who? You got to see the people they have. I'm asking the questions.
Right.
This is a circus. Right. It's going to be the worst. As usual, you know the debates.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them at the library and a few times.
They should be banned.
Absolutely. I've felt like, they would be tossing them softball questions, and, one thing that really burns me up is the fact that, these people basically make this political spectrum sort of like a fraternity, and, and it's so sad. And then they'll stand back and make it seem as if, you're the one going off the deep edge. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, I really wanted you to come on to the show and really explain, even though you host your own show, Citizens United. Y'all make sure y'all go check John out at Citizens United. But I wanted him to come on to this show to really elaborate on what's been going on, what's happened between the fallout between him and Bill Carroll, the city Republican chairman. What happened between him and Danielle De Palma, and I, as far as Danielle De Palma, you didn't even really have contact with her like that, so I don't understand how she was actually, going after you like that, and almost talking as if she was a judge. And
I was told, I got I'll be showing the email where I'm told, I was scolded like a kid. No, there is no further discussion on this. Okay, I didn't even respond, but I mean, like, Chris Borgatti is upsetting because we were talking.
What's happening with Chris Borgatti?
No,
because I didn't know about that.
I wouldn't know. We were talking I had surgery on my neck in July. This is how I remember all this because I use that as a point. Before that, we had talked several times. And then after that, silence. I got then in August, still silence. I then start getting all this going on. I figure, okay, let me contact him. Maybe he can straighten this out. Maybe we could, nothing. Still haven't heard a word. Not one word.
Now, Chris Borgatti, for all who don't know, is the Democratic chairman for the county?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to him. I didn't go to the Republican one. I mean, I could have, but, because the reason why I went there because Danielle will never talk. There's no conversation. Bill, at least I have conversation. I will say this. I never had a problem with any of these people until we decided to do a debate. Then it all broke loose.
It just went left. I remember one day you was telling me, I just spoke to Bill Carroll.
It was going good.
And really, you've never said anything to me, anything wrong
about any
about no. I'm going to say, in particular, Bill Carroll. You've never said anything about Bill Carroll that was out of line. You never did. Like I've never heard it. If you did, I don't know. I've never heard it. And you have talked. You heard me talk about Bill Carroll.
Yeah.
You could have said no. That guy.
I never did.
Never
no.
done that. Never.
And I know you were friendly, and I knew you did some things,
yes.
and I knew whatever. Who cares?
You never said anything. You never.
Why would I? Yeah.
You never did.
Because I even had good conversation, not verbal, but on Messenger a couple times. And I felt that's why this was the ambush, because I thought, Wade, you know, I've told you, I thought everything was going well, because the 12th, and I didn't have to do this either, out of respect, which I know I didn't, I no longer have respect, but out of respect to those two parties
Yes.
of Niagara Falls, and then I sent them it's on Messenger, but that's the only way I could contact the people, that we were doing this. And I'll be showing it. September 27th, I'm going to have a debate on, virtual, Gorillas Inc., blah, blah, blah. Here it is. Here's my intentions.
Yes.
Not a word. Right after that, I waited. Then I started giving it to the candidates. So I did what I had to do. I let them know. I didn't have to,
Right.
but I thought it was the right thing to do.
I went off the day or two before because, and that's not even really going off. All I stated was truth.
Yeah, it was true. Right.
But he tried to jeopardize our small local business that's doing nothing but helping in the community.
Yes.
So I went on my own personal page and I stated that this is a person who goes out and tells people, including yourself, I'm believing, and others, that I'm not to be trusted. We're talking about a local Republican chairman who's convicted of a felony. I'm not convicted of a felony. That's truth. You know what? And if that hurts him, you know what? It's at least it's truth, because he had no right to do what he just did to our local business.
No, he had no right to do that to us. No right at all. He had no right to personally get into this,
I've never met the man, and he's calling me untrustworthy.
You never talked to him?
Never in my life.
Not even electronically, not even that way. So this was all, it goes to a higher level, I believe. But this would, I don't even want to speculate, because then that goes to conspiracy type theory. So I'm not going to do it. I'll just go with the people that I know. And there's just too much. When you see that electronic paper trail, it just says it all. It's because it goes right in line, man. You can watch it, and then you watch the candidates go from, I had such a really happy, and then all of a sudden, woo, there's a turn. That's it. Not next thing. A couple of them had to start really digging because they didn't want to look like they just didn't want to come on.
Right.
So there were some other issues. One of the whatever the issues were, I didn't even care, and I told them all I didn't care.
Right.
Fine, don't come on. I mean, but of course, I got to do what I got to do. I got to run the debate. If I have to have 6 empty boxes, I'll have it. I'm doing the debate. We have advertising interests because of the debate on the line. We bought things for our computers, and that's fine. That's work stuff, and I'm not crying. I don't care. But I guess, it goes on, and we'll see what happens.
How about you give me one?
What?
Give me one. Who said one of the candidates? What did they like?
Okay,
give me one.
All
one.
Right.
Since you putting it out anyway, give me one.
Okay, I'll give you one. Let's go with Tracy Bax.
Okay, Tracy Bax.
Tracy Bax and I graduated from high school
She
together.
a Democrat, Republican?
Republican.
Okay.
Had a great show when she was on. I thought it was an outstanding show. We had a good talk, hour long. And when she was the first one that I told Bill said yes on August 15th.
So Tracy Bax, Republican candidate for Niagara Falls City Council, agreed.
Yep.
Confirmed with John Restaino that she was going to come on to John's platform regarding the debate.
Yeah, and let's not forget the others. They all confirmed, other than Zajac. So she then goes on with how great the show was. I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait for your debate. I can't wait for your play. She said it's right there, and I'll be showing it.
Got it.
And then after that, here we go. I kept on updating the candidates too, like with what was happening. We had a group message, and then next thing I know. She sends a message saying, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I have to go door to door. The party is taking control of all this now, so it's out of my hands, and that kind of stuff.
Was this after the verbal shootout between you and Bill?
Yes. This was probably September 20th.
Got it.
Is when it really started to pick up. I mean, it took steam because they had to kill it.
Got it.
They were pressuring Jim Perry not to come.
Okay.
And he's independent. And they were getting after him not to come. And he told me that, and and he said, I'm going to be there. I'm going to honor my commitments. At least, I'm an adult. I honor my commitments. It's what we do. That's great. And you'll be the star. And he has been, because he has reached. I talked to him today. He said he's had people that he's never talked to before calling him because of the show. Mm-hmm. There was a watch party at the LaSalle Yacht Club for it with about 30-some people. And, these people loved it. They love him. And I hope I didn't want nobody. I didn't want nothing. I hope he does well because of it, because he deserves it.
Do you think you and Wade basically pulled back the curtain on how these debates actually run? I don't know abroad, but actually here in Niagara Falls, like, are these debates basically controlled? Meaning they know the questions and things like that. I mean, 'cause I always wondered why the questions were softball.
So me and John were talking just a couple days ago after all this was happening, and I was in a debate 3 years ago when I was nominated to run for mayor of Lockport, and what I didn't notice at that time, I was that third party candidate that they didn't want. They don't want that third party candidate in there. I had no idea of the questions of what was going to happen in the debate. I was told that I wasn't even going to be invited because I'm a third party candidate. But after a lot of yelling, I got invited. Yes. If you watch my debate, you'll notice the lady who is mayor right now and the Republican who lost, they're reading their answers. Yeah, how is that possible? If they don't have the questions before the debate.
Got it.
They're reading their answers.
Well, look at Let's Go National. Look at Hillary Clinton. Look what Donna Brazile and them did, and Wasserman Schultz. They gave the question. Remember, that was the whole thing. They gave the questions to Clinton, but they found out, and those people got fired because they were embarrassed. Everything. Yeah, they gave her the Clinton. Against Sanders in that one.
No wonder she was okay.
They gave her the answer.
Seemed prepared and okay.
Yeah, and you can read about it. It's amazing. So yeah, it goes all the way there down to here. They just all imitate themselves, and and then us people that aren't for you said,
that's for the people.
They call us troublemakers in a way, and I don't, we're not.
Anybody that speaks out against them becomes the enemy.
Yeah, if you're not on their political team,
right?
This fraternity, as I like to call it, because it's really like
when you go against the grain.
Yeah, and then it's where there's so many people that claim to be running for their people, but I think we just proved it on Monday that if you were for the people, you would have been at that debate.
How do you not show up to the debate?
It was disrespect.
I remember. How do you not show up to a debate? I just don't. I don't get it.
They pretended it didn't happen. That's what they were doing. They pretty much, So they were telling me it wasn't real.
Are these candidates really going to be for the people, or are these candidates going to be controlled by the likes of the mayor, by the likes of their party when they actually get in office? Right. I mean, people, we must ask these questions. I mean, geez, I mean, really. I mean, I am sick of this. I really, really am. I can't stand it. That's why I am doing the Degenerate Show, and I'm bringing it live and direct to the people because I don't like this. I really don't. And the people are tired of this. Look at the city of Niagara Falls right now. It's crazy. I mean, you don't even have anything for nobody to do. People out there shooting each other like it's a freaking sport, like duck, goose or something out there, and people, and then you have these party members or party, hierarchy, members out here as if like they're just running like a game show or something like that, and they get to decide who gets on and who doesn't. It's just very, very sickening and disheartening, and I really appreciate you, Wade, Robin, John also, for, stepping out there, because y'all actually help rape victims.
Yeah.
What do y'all, who does that?
Yeah, no, we've done a lot, and we do a lot that no one ever sees with that, and I'm glad. We've had a couple that end up being a little more, because it ends up being a little more public, but so many that we deal with, Robin especially, it's hard to even remember sometimes, and when they call you in the middle of the night and they're upset, Robin goes because you got to go because that's one of the worst.
Or behind the scenes,
horrible.
Nobody
There's no need to know. Yeah, yes. And these people are who we really do want to protect too. Right. But you know what? You're part of this. Amanda's part of this now too. But you've always been. I mean, you've always been. Yes. You were the beginner of all of this when you started with your website. Yes. Remember years ago?
Yeah, man, I was on it, man.
You were the originator. It really was. You were the first. This is nothing. You were doing it. You were doing this, and years ago, and so you are the one who's been the.
And you've been there. You've been there for a long time, man. Yeah. You were right there asking what you could do to help us when we had a white supremacist group start recruiting out of Niagara Falls.
Yes,
like me and John felt so alone.
Amanda, it was
insane.
Crazy.
Nobody would come to our defense, and then Keith came to our defense, and I appreciate it. Yes, it really did. Thank you so much.
Because he knows. Because this is.
We all for the people, and we stick together.
We felt alone, and we're white people going after this white supremacist group. Like what the fuck?
we got a break. Huh? On that, we might as well take a commercial.
Man, I gotta brush my hair. Man, I gotta brush my hair.
All right, well, you're gonna go to
quick commercial.
Yeah. He's gotta brush his hair.
I gotta brush my hair on that.
Hey, Western New York. CJ Spiller here, telling everyone to watch Gold Getters live every Friday at 6 p.m. where they'll give you up-to-date sports info. It's a great show, so be sure to leave your comments below. You like how I rhyme with that?
Now, wow, that was a great interview with John Restaino. I really respect him. I respect his craft. I respect Gorillas Inc. I respect Wade, Robin, and I respect everything that they do behind the scenes that you people really do not know about. I don't mean to say you people, but you know. But but Amanda, I wanted to dive into a little bit of pop culture right now. I wanted to talk a little bit about Safari. All right, and
yes,
I want to talk about Safari because I am the first one to bring Safari to Niagara Falls. I brought Safari here to Niagara Falls. Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I am the first guy to give Safari his first helicopter ride. So shout out to Pat Proctor. Okay, big shout out to Pat Proctor. But I was the first one to give Safari his first ever helicopter ride. Okay, shout out to Ms. DeWiz. I want to shout out DJ Robbie Rob. That's 50 Cent's DJ, because they all came as well. They came with Safari. And the reason why I want to dive into Safari, Amanda, is because I understand that Safari is going through a breakup right now with his marriage. And Erica Mena. And Erica Mena allegedly filed divorce. Did you hear of anything about that, Amanda?
I know that they're going through it in their marriage. Yeah. Yes, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I know that they're going through it in their marriage. What's interesting is that they seemed very, very much into each other. Very much into each other. So this is actually coming very as a surprise.
Right. It's actually, when I
especially
seen
for
it,
those that actually started to like them together.
Yeah. You know, I thought they made a good couple. And Erica, I mean, Safari, I mean, when I seen it, I was really surprised. I really, really was. But let me tell you, and I'm gonna tell you why I was overly surprised. Now, I do listen. I know behind the scenes. I know Safari like a little bit behind the scenes. You know, I don't know him like he's like my best friend like that. But I do know him as far as his best friend. Okay, and I know what's going on behind the scenes. But when Safari was actually here in Niagara Falls, Amanda, there were all type of females trying to get with Safari, okay? They was trying to get with him. Yes, they were trying to get with him. And he kept denying them, turning them down left and right, okay? And what he kept saying all day, what he kept saying, he was saying it all weekend, actually. He kept saying, man, these girls keep trying to get at me, you know, and get with me. But he said that he doesn't want to cheat on her. He said he doesn't want to cheat on Erica. He said that he loves Erica. He does not want to cheat on Erica. That was Safari's words. Okay? That was his words. Now did I get some girls for DJ Robbie Rob for 50 Cent DJ? Yeah, I did. Yeah, he did. I mean, he got some girls and he was, you know, hanging out, you know, having a good time. But Safari denied any females. Safari didn't want any females because he was very, very much into his, I guess, future wife because they weren't married at the time. Okay. So, you know, I don't understand, Erica, you know, why, you know, and forgive me, I'm not like just trying to just get straight at Erica, but I must make this a point, you know, to see, you know, to say to Erica that, Erica, I don't know what you did, but I could tell you one thing, that Safari was definitely all into you. He was not cheating on you. You know, they're coming out with all of these rumors now that Safari is cheating and everything. Maybe he is now. I mean, like, not cheating, but maybe he's like, you know, he's done with the relationship, you know. But I know when he was out here in Niagara Falls, he was not cheating, not for 1 second. And he even you normally don't even tell your boys that. He was telling, you know, his boys, listen, I don't want to cheat on Erica. I'm good. I don't want to do that to her. You know? So, Erica, I don't know what's up. I mean, when I go and check Erica Mena's IG page, you know, I see nothing but nude pictures. You know? I'm talking about even while she's pregnant, she's naked. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Maybe Safari felt like, listen, maybe he can, you know, mold her into, you know, something that, you know, he felt like, you know, would have been kosher moving forward. You know, in my opinion, maybe that's what he thought. But, you know, I didn't really see any change. I don't know if she's a model or what are you? I mean, you know.
I don't know, like, we can never tell what's going on behind the scenes, right? Especially with two people like that, their personalities, right? They're literally built for the camera. So what happens outside of the camera, we don't know about. We don't know who they truly are. We don't know how life could have changed or developed between that time. What it did look like is that they were in a really, really good relationship. But I know I have seen some content that Erica looks very distraught, right? Yeah. So I don't know what happened, but it does look like it's taking a toll on her. And you know, when we speak about Instagram, when we speak about, you know, the Instagram model, we have to really start thinking about, like, a lot of people are learning to make money online, right? And she's been one of them. She's been one of the people to get attention through her body, right? And that's one of the superpowers that women have, is that we can bring people to our space by using our assets. right? And that's not to say she's nude. She's not nude, right, Keith? She's in bathing suits.
There you
and
go.
She's wearing
defending the women. I see.
No, 100%. Because
no, but you're
how
right.
are we getting opportunities, right? If eyes don't see you, then eyes can't join you, right? So you want to, however you can do it. If she's happy doing that, then hey, and if he was happy with her doing that, which he must have been, for them to even get together in the first place, then if that's how she's making her money, right, that's how she's doing it. And she's doing it in front of us. She's not hiding it. She's not, she did have, of course, I don't know if you know, but they did have their OnlyFans for a while where she actually, I'm not sure what was there in OnlyFans, but probably they actually had nude pictures, but they did that together, right? So I'm not really sure what's going on with the two of them right now, but it's a bit sad to see, because this is when I started to like the both of them, is when they were together.
Okay. I see you over there debating me down to the ground. I see. All right. No problem. Beating me down. I see it. But it's all good. It's all love, So I know how to take a punch. I'm a champion. I'm a Golden Glove champion. I can take a punch now. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. It's all good. No, but I just wanted to touch on that only because I brought Safari here and I know something that the public don't know. So that's really one of the reasons why I wanted to elaborate on that. And it's a hot topic right now in Hollywood. So I'm like, why not? So. But I wanted to jump off into this new 50 Cent movie, this new 50 Cent BMF movie, and Lil Boosie. Now, Lil Boosie has been taking a little bit of fire from the industry because he has been speaking out against all of this, male nudity, in the eyes of children, how Lil Nas X was dancing nude in front of boys and little boys and things like that, So it's almost like the industry was attempting to it ain't almost. They attempted to outlaw Boosie and attempt to blackball him. However, 50 Cent and Lil Boosie dropped on the same night. They dropped their movie. 50 Cent dropped the new BMF movie. And Lil Boosie dropped his movie called My Struggle. And, one thing I do like, Boosie came back strong. Boosie, he came back strong. Let's see who actually supported Boosie. We got one of them people.
Where you at, Boosie badass? Help me help you, cuz. I'm trying to help you get this off, cuz. We want the whole world to know about your movie. We're going to buy it tonight.
He got a request. He has to request it.
Oh, Boosie? Yeah. Come on, cuz. Request me, cuz.
You texting him?
Yeah. He said his name was... I'm back. He's back. Calico, what up, cuz? I ain't even see you last night. I was moving around so fast out there, cuz, but I see you was out there representing you and the homies.
Yes, big Snoop Dogg.
Boosie bad, where you at? If y'all standing next to Boosie right now, tell him to jump in. Oh, there you go.
Now you can.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
What up, Mo?
Okay, I have to learn this. Got all these youngsters in there teaching me this, man.
Man, I need you to tell the whole world that I just dropped my movie, dog.
How can we get it? Where can we get it at right now? If we want to get your movie right now, how can we get it?
BoosieMovie.com.
Right now?
BoosieMovie.com. I'm the new HBO.
How much it costs?
$19.99.
Oh, that's a deal. We getting a whole movie for $19.99?
2 hours and 5 minutes.
The story?
The real, this ain't no story when it yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You heard
right.
me. And everybody else gotta write their story.
Mm-hmm.
This from the horse's mouth, man.
You telling it all? You giving it up from a youngster to a big dog?
Since I came out the twat, man.
For real?
Man, hey, Snoop, hey, it's hard, bro. I'm finna,
hey, Boosie, I got a big drive-in screen. I'm gonna pop that on the drive-in screen so I can watch it on the 155-inch screen on your.
Hey, they gon' feel it, bro. They gon' feel it, bro. They gon' feel it, bro.
I'm gonna have to have movie night over here. Call all the lowriders over and have movie night. We're gonna premiere it over here. You understand me?
Man, do that for me, bro. You know I'm fighting. I'm fighting right now. You know, I be needing that help, bro. I ain't got 2 minutes, so I be needing this love right here, bro.
Man, we love you. I love you. Duval love you. We gonna do what we gotta do to get the whole world to know about your movie so they can talk about it and rave about it and do write-ups about it. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Let them know. BoostedMovie.com, bro. Just dropped last night at 12:01, and it's a classic, bro.
We with you, boy. You already know that. You got your kids in the movie?
Yeah, my son playing me.
Oh, that's gangster.
Love it.
Yeah, so you heard it from Boosie himself. He told Big Snoop Dogg, he said, listen, man, I'm fighting. You know, and that's what he needed help. You know, and you know, shout out to Boosie, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be hooking up with Boosie real soon. A shout out to Big Fashion out of New York City. Fashion is in the new movie that's coming, that's about to drop, called The Original OGs. Okay, yes, The Original OGs. Shout out to the Grand Master. I will be in California. Gorillas Inc. will be invading California next month, October 15th, baby. We will be live in Hollywood, baby. That's what we're gonna be. You know, with the Grand Master. Yes, we're gonna be out there. We're gonna invade. You know, and I have a personal connection to Little Boosie through, you know, Pimpin' Kenny. You know, so so
Keith, you're gonna have to connect me because this pop culture, like I'm not tapped in. Clearly, I am not tapped in, but I love to see it. Like I love to see what Boosie is doing out there. It's unfortunate that he's getting blackballed. You know, let's bring everybody up, but right now, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just have to be somewhere else right now at this moment. But Keith, I just want to tell you,
handle what you got to handle. But listen, I want you to, before you go, right? Before you go, I need you to elaborate to the people on how people can start to make money through their phone. I need you to give it up.
Love it. Listen, I'm going to take the next 5 minutes to really just show people, everybody watching on this show, that, listen, we're living in a time right now where nothing is guaranteed. Our political debates are not even guaranteed. Bringing out your music, your entertainment, your products is not even guaranteed anymore, right? We're living in a time where we really need to start becoming more independent, right? Like the conversation that we're having before, like sometimes when you move against the grain, you get pushed back. Right. So when somebody shows you like, hey, there's a way you can make additional income, a lot of people are nervous about it. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people don't think that they can do it because the people around them are not. And that's why I love that I've connected with you, because obviously you're a leader, right? Obviously you're the one that's pushing the agenda. You're the one that's leading the way. No, it's happening. The fact that I'm even here on this call is a testament to that. And it's only going to grow. Right. So I really want people to know that if you are open to learning new skills, right, you could literally set yourself up for the rest of your life. If you imagine taking 1 year of your life to buckle down and learn how to start multiplying your money, learning the skills of investing, learning the difference between assets and liabilities, taxes and credits, these things that we're not taught in school. Imagine if we were given these things, right? Imagine if we were given that foundation, that knowledge, where would we be? A lot of us wouldn't be depending on the sources of income that we're depending on right now. So that's why I really want everybody on this call to really have an open mind, come with open hands so that we can greet you, we can bless you with something that could literally change your life. And it's all about learning some new skills. It's all about plugging into places that we've never had access to before, like these markets, right? There's a lot of people that know of cryptocurrency, that know of foreign exchange, that know of the stock market, but don't know how to get involved and to be profitable in it. So that's the bridge that we're trying to build, right? We want to connect people with the information that once they learn, once they actually have a handle on, could literally set themselves up for the rest of their life. But that's a method of, that's a mindset that not a lot of us have. So it's going to take one person to share it to another person, to share it to another person, to really let them know that, hey, this is something that can be done. But it's going to have to start. It's going to have to come from somebody that looks like them. Right? Because unfortunately, it's difficult to trust in times like this, especially when we're starting talking about new ideas, new concepts, new understandings, right? So it's shows like this that are really going to show them the way, show them how they can do it, and then get you the support that you need while doing it. That's most important, because when I start talking about being involved in these markets, it's scary. It's something that you've never done. Right? So understand that if you are ready to learn, if you really want to know how to upgrade your life, upgrade your lifestyle, like really make change, if you're ready for that, then you have to be ready with what comes with it. Right? And that means that you have to have the time, you have to have the dedication. Just go back to school. Imagine yourself as going back to school. Learn a skill. Once you learn it, you're good for life. Right? But a lot of people are having a hard time accepting that information, and that's where you and I are going to come in, right?
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
Can I ask you a quick question? You've seen what just happened with COVID, and how all of the markets shut down. Every last market, out on the planet almost.
Yeah.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Was you still making money when COVID was happening?
Oh, yeah. I was still making money.
Was this market that we're introducing to the people right now, was this market shut down, when COVID happened? Did it ever shut down? And can it shut down?
Foreign exchange market. So there is, as long as there's a US dollar, as long as there's a Canadian dollar, as long as there's a Great British Pound, as long as those things exist, you can make money off it, whether it be up or whether it be going on the way down. There's opportunities for you to profit from it. We're just going to show you how to. So to answer your question, back in March of 2020, when everything was shutting down, I want you guys to understand that instead of placing buys, I now just started placing sells. That's the secret of having a recession-proof skill. There's nothing that can happen outside of that studio, outside of whoever's watching this right now. There's nothing that can affect the fact that there's still going to be a dollar, there's still going to be a Canadian dollar, and there's still going to be a Great British Pound. As long as those things exist, we're making money. All right. So Keith, I'm so sorry. I do have to run off. I'm looking forward to next week where we can dive more. Appreciated the conversation with John. Hopefully we can have him back on the show at some time soon. And I appreciate you having me, importantly. And thank you everybody that came on this call today. Looking forward to seeing you guys next time. And I will see you guys on the other side.
Hey, Amanda, I hope my Yankees do what they got to do over there in Toronto tonight, man. So go Yankees. I know they're playing the Blue Jays right now, but go Yankees.
Yes.
But, so you've just heard it from one of the experts on that, to where you will be able to make money through your phone. I know it sounds hard to believe, but this is what's going on. It's a decentralized movement. It's totally decentralized. It's not centralized. It's not to where, any large politician or any big billionaire or trillionaire can put their grip around this actual market. This is a market to where it's decentralized, and you will always make money whether the stock market is going up or whether it's going down. Or, so, we will be diving more and more into that. Amanda had other engagements that she had to go take care of. She's actually flying out. So she had to go take care of that. But I'm so happy that she actually, jumped on and actually explain to you a little bit of what's going on. So if you want to learn more about that, do me a favor, tap on in, inbox Generates, inbox us right here at Niagara Generates, and we will lead you right to the water. But we can't make you drink it, but we will lead you there. That's for sure. And I want to thank John Rustino. Phenomenal guy. He really, really is, and that's not just me talking, stand up guy. I know I have myself in the past has been, a little bit controversial. And, hey, it was just things that I felt like needed to be done at that particular time. And, John has been right there the whole time, right there the whole time where you wouldn't want to stand next to me or touch me with a 10-foot pole. John was there, and he didn't have to be. He really didn't have to be. He wasn't running for office. He didn't have to be. But we kind of understood, that we want to fight for the people. And Wade wants to fight for the people, and it is not no one. They are fighting for the people. And there's different styles of fighting, many different styles, many various styles. You can speak nice and eloquent. And then there's other times where you're going to have to get a bit harsh. You're going to have to get a bit raw, because that's the way politics is. For all those who do not really truly understand, about, how the way politics run behind the scenes, you're going to have to be strong, because you will get attacked. You will get attacked, but to the candidates that did not, and I wanted to ask, wait, did any candidates get in touch with you or John after this debate? Did any of them even attempt?
Besides the only candidate that showed, he's the Jim Perry is the only one who contacted us afterwards.
Wow! So nobody even see. I mean, I'm just lost for words, and I'm never really lost for words. But I tell you, I just.
And we stated we showed nothing but respect when they were here.
Right.
And we even gave them water and snacks.
Right.
We got to get better
snacks.
I was laughing.
In here. Said, what? John said, what? We got to give you some better snacks or something? What do you got to, lay a gourmet out for them? I mean, what do we got to do here?
I don't know. Nothing but respect, though. You should at least show some respect back and maybe even apologize for not coming
on. Give a little courtesy, man. Right. That just wasn't right, man. I mean, so my thing is, if candidates can do that to a business that's up and running like Gorillas Inc., okay, if they can do that to you guys and ladies with no remorse, I mean, what's going to happen when, I don't know, to put their parties, basically don't want them to go with something that's going to actually benefit the people? What's going to happen? I'm very upset about that. I really, really am. I'm not just saying that. It's and that's why I wanted to make that a highlight of this show right now, because we cannot have this and tolerate this as a people. If you're going to vote for candidates, you make sure you know who you're voting for. We're tired of the coming in my face and smiling and you just winning us over with your charm at that moment, because people know how to do that. They can put on the charm for you right there and then turn it right off when they walk out the door and talk right about you. Walk into your nasty neighborhood. Yeah, I said nasty. They'll walk right into your nasty neighborhood, act like it's not nasty and laugh, smile all in your face, walk right out and then talk to their friends about how nasty your neighborhood was and how you were. We're tired of that. We are. So if you want to vote for some candidates, know who the heck you voting for. We're tired of this. We're not voting no longer for people that just because we know that. We're not doing that no more. We're not. And we're going to make this we're going to bulldoze this issue constantly. We're going to make sure that you people know who you need to be voting for. And it's obvious that you need to get out there and vote for Mr. Jim Perry. That's pretty obvious. That's for starters. Now it's 3 seats open, to my knowledge, and 6 candidates that's vying for 3 seats that's open this come November. Now, one of them for sure, y'all need to get out there and vote for Jim Perry. He stood up against the conglomerate. He stood up against both parties.
It's pretty sad to think that we were voting for somebody just based off courage, but at least he has courage.
And that's what, really, that's what you really need. I mean, you need somebody that's going to stand up. I mean, because we've seen this far too much. I've seen this with, this, and I don't want to call him like a crook, but I'm going to call him, I'm going to say pretty much with the now community development director called him, the old community development director, and that's Seth Piccarello. He had money coming in, and, he would, it's just outrageous what he would do with the money. It was money that was coming in that was literally supposed to be going right to the 4th district. He somehow magically gets it all to his people, his friends and their friends, and just spread the money around and did not give 1% to the 4th district when we had funds that was coming in dubbed poverty funds. We're talking about millions of dollars that we had, coming in. And this guy would somehow do something that was just totally left. Yes, the now community development director, he did. He told me that what Seth did, as far as me is concerned, and me and Seth's dealings, was criminal. He's a crook. That's just the bottom line. And we are tired of this as far as these political fraternities, and they get protected. You get on here, you can't even say nothing to them no more. Meaning, it's like if you say something, you the crazy one. Now, if I say something about that on what he's done, I'm crazy. How does that work? No, we're tired of that, and we're not going to have this no more. Just like we're not going to have you thinking that you're going to be able to put the hammer down and shut down a political debate that was the first debate before any other debate. And now you got about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doggone freaking debates coming after this debate, and then they're going to want to show up there. That's phony. If that ain't phony, I don't know what is. So you mean to tell that's phony, y'all, because that means that these debates that's going to happen, they're all going to rehearse on it. They're going to have the answers. They're going to have the questions. They're going to have the answers. This is all a play, man. We are tired of this, and that's what Guerrilla Inc. is all about. Guerrilla Inc. is all about pulling back that curtain and exposing this freaking play that's going on politically here in Niagara Falls, and we're tired of it. And in Lockport, we're tired of it. So I wanted to end on that note. I really did. I really do, and I'm so happy and glad that you all chimed in and came to take a look at Niagara Generates. I really appreciate you all, and may you all have a blessed day. God bless you all.